Alright, and here we are. Let me see my inventory again. Certainly don't need rifle ammo, that's for sure. We better take this from Sheva, and might as well just remove that. Oh, gosh. Man, so I just got done playing some RE4, like a few minutes ago, basically. And, wow, it's like, I always felt like the games were pretty similar, and I mean, I still think they are. RE4 and RE5 have a lot of similarities in terms of combat, in terms of, I guess I would kind of say, not pacing, but to some extent the way chapters are laid out, the way action sequences are used. There are some similarities for sure. But going between them often is just so weird. There's really, I mean, probably the biggest thing, of course, would be the fact that you have a teammate in this game. I mean, it makes it so much different. It allows more enemies, I think, to be managed relatively easily. You know, no real surprises there, of course. If you die, you're not dead most of the time, you know, because in this game, once you actually lose all your health, I don't think we've actually seen it once, but, oh wait, oh, it's my girlfriend's cat, but, so, we haven't seen it in this game, I don't think. I just realized, it's really weird. But outside of instant kill enemies, so like as soon as they touch you, you're just straight up like get your head chopped off or something. When you lose all your health, you go into like an incapacitated state where your character just is like basically waddling around, and the other team has to come over and either heal you or punch you in the chest, which I'll never quite understand. And so obviously that's a lot easier than RE4, where like in pretty much all circumstances in RE4, once you lose all your health, you're just dead. I can't really... Oh gosh, I'm already messing up because I'm so used to... In RE4, you pause to see your inventory, but I think in all situations in RE4, if your health goes all the way down, you're just dead. Likewise, the ammo management situation is way different. Like, in this game, I just kind of use ammo left, right, and center. Like, I'm just blasting off my shotgun right now and getting annihilated by flying bug boys. Whereas with RE4, I don't know if it just because of something I've ingrained into my own head, but with RE4, I'm like super conservative with ammo. I mean, it's... In my playthrough in RE4 right now, I have about 100 shotgun rounds on me. And it's like, why not just use them? But I'm like, no, I have to shoot them in the head with a pistol, and then kick them, and then use my knife on them while they're down. And now that I think about it, actually probably the reasoning for that, why I don't do it as much in this game, but I do it constantly in RE4, is because even in combat situations in RE4, it's slower paced. Enemies don't really run at you so much and advance on you, and although there's lots of like crossbow kind of enemies in RE4, I feel like they're slower and generally just less aggressive than this game. Maybe that's partly a product of the AI being better? I don't know. They're definitely more aggressive though, I feel like, in this game. But when I think about it like that, it really kind of reveals to me a bit about how RE5 could be considered more of an action kind of game, whereas RE4 is at least a little bit more survival-y. Though again, I mean, I still think they're really similar in a lot of ways. Okay, you guys, let's not do this right now. But I will say that although RE6 was like kind of not good, let's just put it that way. RE6 was kind of not good. I can sort of get why they would go for something of a pace change, because with the first 3 Resident Evil games, mainline like series, you have your fixed camera angles and more so in the vein of survival horror, what I would think of as survival horror. And then RE4 and 5 basically. Sheva, aren't you supposed to be doing something here? RE4 and 5 with this over-the-shoulder camera. I mean, I guess that would enable greater ease of action sequences and that type of thing, so maybe that's where the difference comes from. But I feel like if RE6 was similar to RE4 and 5, it would have been better, I hope. I don't know, man. I think it might have been better. But then again, if RE6 wasn't such a massive... If it wasn't so massively disliked, or I guess I could just say hated, then I don't know, maybe we wouldn't have got Resident Evil 7, which I think Resident Evil 7 was really, 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 really good. For me, it's so hard to actually even consider RE7 to be in the same series as 4 and 5. Or really any of the other games. And it's not just because of the first person. I can see how RE4 and 5 are in the same series as 1, 2, and 3. But RE6, 7, everything's different. The enemies aren't like, you know, just relatively normal seeming zombies. You know, it is first person, of course. That is still quite notable. The story feels... all the other Resident Evil games are so large scale, whereas 7 is just like... there's a fucking farmhouse and a boat. It's fucked up. It sucks. Until you get to the DLCs, I guess. And then it kind of zooms out a little bit. But, I mean, there's similarities. Like, you have an enemy that persistently pursues you, and... of course, you have a lot of staple items, like herbs, Phineas and herbs, that type of thing. I don't know, that's something I've thought about a bunch of times, where I'm really glad that we got RE7, and it was as good as it was. I think I know a lot of people, including myself, when we heard that RE7 was going to be going to first person instead of, you know, either fixed camera angles, which that would probably be kind of weird to go back to, but I would actually have liked that, or an over-the-shoulder thing, it was first person. Of course, first person shooters... Oh, Tricell.
What the hell are they doing here?
What, are you telling me somebody who funds somebody else in Resident Evil is evil? What the fuck? Anyways, first person camera angles kind of get an automatic, like, bad rap sometimes, which is weird, really weird to even say out loud, because I think in some way everyone's like, yeah, first person can be used really well, but of course there's a heavy connotation that when a series moves its camera angle from whatever it is that isn't first person to first person, it's like, oh, well, that's generic as shit. But RE7 was able to make use of it really well. And I think it brought it back to horror really well. Okay, wait. Let's actually read this, because otherwise I'm not going to register anything. Okay, Type 3 Plagas field test. 1 week has passed since the initial field test of Type 3 Plagas. Plagas. I know how to say that word, and I can't say it right. Okay, in RE4 it's Las Plagas. Okay, so Plagas? Is that right? Shit. Type 3 was designed to display dramatically enhanced physical abilities over previous versions. The original Las Plagas had a special plaga, known as the Control Plaga, that would provide a host with enhanced physical abilities. These control types were limited in number, and they always caused severe physical changes in the host, and thus it was not always expedient to use them. From a business standpoint, this was undesirable. The idea was to create super soldiers without any side effects, something consumers wanted. Has there ever been a story where making super soldiers didn't fuck everything up? Maybe the first thought would be, oh, what about Halo? But I'm pretty damn sure the Spartans in Halo also fucked up a ton of civilians. I mean, I don't think any mainline game dealt with that, but yeah, don't do super soldiers. Says Entertainment. Other teams are currently working on developing a similar product to Las Plagas for commercial use, but given the affinity Las Plagas has for human hosts, why? It seems advantageous to continue to develop it. Other methods may produce superior super soldiers, but if they do not render the host completely controllable, their effectiveness would be limited. Taking a subordinate plaga, the base Las Plagas, and implanting a gene from the control plaga created a new type of plaga, the Type 3. It is believed that if Type 3 can be perfected, it will become the new standard for the bioweapons market. But that day is still in the offing. Wow, never heard someone say that. In the offing? Like in the offspring? During a recent field test, a number of issues came to the fore. Main problem is the ineffectual adherence rate. Holy shit, it's a long document. For women and young children, Type 3 has a 0% adherence rate, whereas for adult and adolescent males, it's 92%. With these disappointing results, it is obvious that in its current state, Type 3 would not render an adequate product. In addition, superficial mutations were invariably fatal. This is thought to be due to the dynamic influence of the control plaga gene. The test, however, was not without some favorable results. Our goal was to realize dramatic physical enhancements were somewhat realized. The jumping power of hosts has seen remarkable improvement. Yeah, I've seen it. These dudes jump like fucking grasshoppers. Another point is we hadn't predicted size increase in the hosts, with some reaching a height of almost 3 meters. But I don't think you ever see these guys eat, or if it's even mentioned. Man, you would have to eat so much shit to get that tall that quickly. With this field test, we did not achieve all our desired results, but the test was not a failure. It may be possible to use the information garnered from the current tests and use them to make improvements in any future tests. Holy shit, that was a long document. Okay, so in classic Resident Evil fashion, we're making a virus. It's pretty cool. It's also fucking everything up. The end. That's every document like that. Oh my god, the snake's here. Give me a break. At least the snakes barely damage you at all in this game, whereas in RE4 they don't do a lot either, but it's a bit more. So, for about the past year and a half or so, I've had this really, honestly more than anything, annoying pain in my toe on one of my feet, as opposed to my hands. And I was always just like, what the hell is this? And I researched it a billion times and couldn't figure out what it was. I was like, what the hell is causing this pain? And what it was like, you know, I start the day off, it probably wouldn't hurt real bad. Deafening car approaches. Jesus Christ. And then as the day went on, or as I moved around, what have you, the pain would get worse. Look, it's Creepy Irving with his stupid suit. And so I think for a while I was just like, it'll go away eventually, or maybe it's just something obvious. And obviously, basically that mentality kept up for like 18 months. So finally, like a few days ago, I was like, oh my god, I just need to go to a doctor. So I went to an appointment and explained the issue. And this doctor's like, oh, you know what? I bet you just have something little that we just need to take care of. It's no big deal. But then I pulled out my my trap card, and I was like, hey, check it out. I have these x-rays from previously a while back that I got and just never checked out. Maybe you can look at them and see if there's anything. And she's like, oh, okay. And then like I walk around this room for like 15 minutes or so. It was quite a while. I think I think she'd given me a boot already to walk in. And I was just checking it out. I was like, alright, yeah, it was pretty weird. And she comes back in, she's like, yeah, so your toe is just completely fractured. Bone's all fucked up. And I'm... That was just fucking weird. It was like, I wasn't even really surprised. You know, it gets to a point where you have pain for that long and you're just like, man, I don't care what's doing this. It could be anything. It could be there was a small dog trapped in there nibbling on my flesh to survive. I don't care. I don't know. But just let's go deaf for more cars. And yeah, so it was a bone fracture, and I've been running on that foot like quite a lot. Probably in the past year and a half ran like at least 50 miles. I know that's not that much for anyone who might run a lot, but I mean, I'm a runner. I'm one of those people who has mental issues, so I like running. My body just likes torture. But like, I used to, when I, like the best I ever got at running, I could go like 10 miles. But it was generally more like 7-ish, something like that. Whereas like recently, going 2 or 3 miles that's about enough, and then that foot's just like, yeah, nah, dude, let's stop. And so now I guess I know why I haven't been able to run comfortably. Fractured toe. But I'll tell you what, for anyone who doesn't know what it's like to figure out that you have like a fucked up bone that's just been there for a while, actually felt pretty good, man. Just finally know that, like, yeah, this can get figured out. I guess I could go for the many things beyond just fractures, but you get the point. So yeah, now I have a huge ass boot on my foot, and it's clunky, and I walk weird, and it also hurts my ankle. But you know what? Worth it. Can this guy die? Please? Get him, Sheva. Or don't. Man. Enemies are durable. That's something that kind of weirds me out a little bit about Resident Evil. Like, just there's something about an enemy that's ridiculously strong and just doesn't want to die. And it's a bullet sponge. They're bullet sponges and punching sponges. That seems so weird to me for like a horror game. I don't know why. I guess just because I normally associate those types of things with games that put huge emphasis on combat, which is exactly what Resident Evil does. Wow, this guy is way tougher than I thought he'd be. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Yo. This is getting ridiculous. Ridiculous Cage. Yeah, this type of enemy health thing has to be a product of allowing adding co-op into this game. Because I will tell you, RE4, the enemies were spongy, make no doubt, but this man, he is something else. Yo, he's also kind of, like, not doing it real well. What was that, Sheva? Sheva's, like, dancing over here. This is perhaps the most awkward, quote-unquote, boss fight type thing I think I've ever experienced. I love the laugh that Chainsaw guys do. It's so ridiculous and perfect in its own way. Is there, like, something I ought to be I know I can, open some levers right now and open the way to the next area. But I was like, ah, no, I'll kill this guy. I'll get the treasures from him. I don't know about that. I think I could be here for about an eternity. Okay, let's see how fast I can turn this. Wait, okay, I would do that, but I'm spooked. No offense, Sheva, but I don't trust you to cover me. Oh, okay. We finally got to see Sheva die. I think that's the first time. Well, okay, that's not actually the first time Sheva died. I also killed Sheva myself by accident. Well, yeah, sometimes the AI just kind of doesn't know what to do when it gets trapped, so it's just like, well, guess I'm out. I kind of want a rifle to bring with us, but it's probably just kind of a waste, honestly. Okay, let's do this again. And this time, let's hope this guy dies. Wow, it resets the whole segment. That's fine. It's fine. We'll just make sure that we shoot that guy 100,000 more times. I bet you that dude was within like one shot of dying. I bet you. Or at least I hope. Jeez. Okay, can I suplex in this game? No, it's an uppercut. Okay. So that's what they changed from RE4. Oh my god, these guys are just ridiculous. I would much prefer, like, a kind of thing where the enemies do a lot more damage to me, but I also do a lot more damage to them. It just... Dang, you guys. Well, I guess once you get farther in the game, and you can really tune up weapons to be super good, you really don't have to worry about that type of thing as much. I mean, they do die a lot faster in that case. But then it kind of just makes it unfairly easy. I mean, you can just go on you can go on professional difficulty and bring a infinite ammo Wesker's Magnum or RPG or something and just do it. Which actually reminds me, this game has so pretty much every Resident Evil game has a thing where, like, you know, you beat the game in various ways. Maybe you beat it really fast, or you beat it on a certain difficulty, or, you know, just little challenge things, and then you'll be rewarded with various things. Maybe, in the case of most games, it's just guns. In Resident Evil 7, you also got stuff like X-ray glasses, or I think things that made you move faster, stuff like that. But, so one of the things in this game is an infinite ammo RPG. You have to beat the game in, like, gosh, I can't remember. You have to beat it super fast, and I think you have to beat it super fast on, like, professional or something. Or at least at the very least, you have to get to a certain point in the game really fast. And man, that thing's crazy. The RPGs in this game, trying to use them without actually just straight up killing yourself is not as easy as you might think. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think maybe on that hovercraft section we missed out on a, what do you call it? On an RPG that we could have grabbed, which would have been nice for a guy like this, maybe. Or anyone else that's absolutely invincible. Where is this guy going? Oh, I guess he's coming over here. Okay, just want to use one of these, which doesn't affect him. Okay, let's combine these, pick up this, punch this guy. Okay, let's go, Sheva. Oh, we cannot go out that way. Come on, Shiva, please do not get chainsawed. Okay, let's put down a mine here. This probably would have helped a lot last time if I noticed that. Because I think the mines do like crazy damage to enemies. I mean, you would think. Get him, Shiva. Or don't. That's fine. Okay. This time we're gonna get him. If I have to magnum this guy 100 times, I'll do it. So there's a mechanic I haven't really explained yet. I mean, you would have seen it in action several times, but I haven't explained it. Where when you stun an enemy through whatever means, whether that's explosives or gunshots to the head or just enough shots on them, of course you go to melee them. That part's been seen a whole bunch of times, but what hasn't really been explained is that your teammate can follow up on your melee attacks with melee attacks of their own. So if Shiva does it, yeah. I wouldn't be able to melee attack him myself twice in a row, but Shiva can continue that. And there's a way to... I guess it's just certain enemies that you can continue the combo. So like, this guy, I can hit him, and then Shiva can hit him, which she decided not to there, but she can hit him, and then after that, I think no matter what, the combo can't go on. Whereas I believe, like other enemies in the game, you might be able to go up to 5, I think, and of course, I don't... Oh, no. Oh, okay, so we got to see the resuscitation thing. You can see that Shiva, for whatever reason, was not instantly killed by this guy. I'm about to just start loading my magnum into. Finally, my man, what the heck? We get a Venom Fang. Gosh, that was crazy. He just was not going down. Okay, now that he's fine, I think another one might attack us. I'm not sure, but that's possible. I don't know how much damage the melee attacks in this game do. I've kind of wondered that. I mean, they're worth doing because, you know, he doesn't waste ammo, kind of gets him away from you, can hit multiple enemies at once depending on the attack. Lots of things like that that are just useful. Oh wait, we fight another one, don't we? Yeah, we do. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, Shiva, I don't think you're going to be able to cover me from over there. Alright. This is... I, like, don't even want to fight this guy, but... And I don't think we have to, but it's just like, man, the thought of trying to kill this guy... again, essentially... well, I guess we might try to do that. It's not hard to stun this guy, actually. I think it's like 2 pistol shots to the face from just a completely unupgraded pistol. Yeah, it's just 2. Which is, like, really generous. Here we go. Shoot twice, punch. Shoot twice, punch. It'd be great if Shiva could follow up on those, but she's just not feeling it today. Shiva is letting me do all the dirty work. At least they gave me a checkpoint, so if I somehow manage to mess this up... Actually, it's not really a somehow. But if I do mess this up, at least we can just go right back. But yeah, this is a great example of your typical Resident Evil pattern of find whatever way you can just use to kill the enemy easily and not really particularly creatively, and just do that over and over again. I feel like there's a point Where this man's head is just nothing but bullets. And his torso is nothing but, like, beaten chunks of meat from these pythons that Chris's arms are. How many times have we done this? Like 8 times at least? Probably more like 10, honestly. This is the kind of section you could just like speed up. Just see me shoot and then punch this guy over and over. Oh my lord. Let's at least use some of these grenades or something. Wow, I didn't know you could get 2 shotgun shots in before doing that. Especially if I can actually get to the shotgun. Oh, man. So I guess they really expect you just to not kill these guys. I'm assuming. Or maybe just kill one. That's probably what they expect you to do, is just to like kill one, just to make it reasonable, and then just make your way around the second guy. But man, if I gotta do an objective, I want the time to do it easily, dang it. I want to subject myself to pure torture just to make something that could have been relatively easier. You know? Delayed gratification, I guess. Something like that. Okay. Listen, dude, this is just getting hilarious. Hilarious in the way that hurts. Oh wow, Chev actually got a kick on him. I guess that lasts a lot longer than the AI makes out to be a lot of time. Wow. Oh my gosh. That was ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's super speed spin this wheel. So, yeah, we did that twice, okay. I guess I probably could have spun that wheel before I opened the door earlier. But I spaced it both times. But that's fine. Killed them both, and see, if we're lucky, those venom fangs, the treasure I picked up from those guys, will actually be worth a lot of money. But I really have no idea if they will be. I'll have to see. As I was playing RE4 earlier, there's one thing that kind of came to my mind. And it's something that you... Oh wait, did I just go to the same place I already was? Yeah. It's something that if you play Resident Evil, you'll encounter it constantly, but you may or may not really address it consciously. And what that is Resident Evil is, more than anything, in terms of the gameplay, it's this seesaw between whether you want to get through encounters without wasting resources and possibly reaping really great rewards, or not use any resources at all. So that's super vague on the surface, I think. But so what I mean is, for instance, those chainsaw guys, I could have, I mean, unless I'm just completely forgetting, I could have just had those 2 chainsaw guys follow me around all day while I went to those wheels and turned them. What that means is, right now, if I had done that, I'd have, like, a bunch of grenades, I'd have double the shotgun ammo. What is this horrifying sound? Okay, just some guys. I'd have a lot more handgun ammo. You know, all that. And yet, I decided to kill them, which means that I lost those resources, but I wouldn't have gotten any either of those guys' treasures if I had done that way. And so, with the treasures, of course, you can get weapons, upgrades, free weapons, etc. And At least so far as I'm concerned. Generally, it's better to waste the resources and get the treasures. Not always, but usually. I mean, on a first playthrough, it's a little bit more, you know, iffy. Especially in this game, I think. Resident Evil 4, like, I feel like you can go your whole playthrough and complete every encounter, like, kill every enemy that you don't really need to kill, make things, like, as drawn out for yourself as possible, and get all of the really good treasures. And it's not that hard. In this game, I think because you have the partner, and also I think because maybe they wanted to put more emphasis on a second playthrough, it's much harder. But like, for example, in the beginning of the game, there's a section where there's a billion enemies chasing us through an alley, and I chose not to kill them. But I did mention you can get a treasure there. That's something that's way easier on the second playthrough. And those chainsaw guys were ridiculous. If I did another playthrough, I might not do that.
Josh?
How did you guys not recognize each other, like, instantly?
You're alive. Are you okay? Well, how did you get here?
We were at the port when we were attacked. And then, well, I ended up here. Where's the rest of the team? Shit!
It's just the three of us now.
Why did you not retreat? I mean, we are no match for them.
I've got unfinished business.
The hard drive containing data on the BOW experiment had a picture inside. The picture was of Chris's friend.
A friend?
I'm not leaving until I catch Irving and find out what the hell's going on here.
Uh-oh.
Save the chit-chat for later.
Here we go. A million more enemies. I wish my handgun was that strong in the game. And also sounded that cool.
Shipper, cover me.
Hurry!
Oh. That line Chris just said with the hurry. You can do like this to have Sheva come over to you, and when you're trying to get a lift to move, he'll yell hurry over and over, and just imagining playing co-op with randoms back in the day and just hearing hurry 100 times a second. Oh man. Just hurts my soul. Alright, here we go with another basically tower defense section. Oh man, they're loading me up with ammo now. Fortunately, the game kind of understands when you're like, hey, I don't have any ammo left, and it'll be nice to you sometimes. Sometimes. What is this section out of here? I don't even know what the point of this is. Pretty sure you can jump out one of these windows around here. Oh, it must be back there. Can't do that yet, I guess. Oh boy. To me, these were like super scary as a kid, because I always felt like I was actually going to get overwhelmed. Actually, usually whenever I play a new playthrough of Resident Evil game, like never played it before, I love sections like this, because you never know how long it's going to be. The only problem I have with it is usually really never that long. Like, rarely do I play one of these holdout sections where I'm just like, wow, this one is crazy tough and it's super hard to survive. Usually it's not that bad, actually. Although on professional, I'll admit that's a different story. Alright, on the elevator. Let us go. Let us leave. I would love to, but oh, I have grenades. Probably not the best use of a grenade, but I will work with it. You know, let's just go. I kind of wanted to go outside, but let's get the heck out of here. Okay. I'm moving, buddy. I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. Alright. Big punch. Listen, dude, I need some ammo. Please. Please have ammo in your pockets for no good reason. Ah, you are taking some swipes, but... Oh, he did have handgun ammo. Handgun ammo. Please no. No crossbows. I think that's one of my favorite things to do in a Resident Evil game. When somebody's standing next to an edge, you just shoot them and they just kind of casually topple over off the edge. You know. Just go sailing right off. Wow, my aim. Okay. I'm pretty sure this little bridge here is great to use bombs on. If you want to keep any pursuing enemies away from you. Oh, Josh is going without us. These dudes honestly have the coolest crossbows. Like, what the heck? Where did you guys get these things? I wonder if Josh can die here. I genuinely have no idea. Excuse me, Josh. Good sir. I think he can. It'd be kind of weird if they have defense section when there's no need to defend. About to steal Sheva's machine gun. Well, I'd better give her some ammo. Surprisingly hard to actually manage the partner's ammo. Okay, you know what? More shotgun guys. This is not what I need today. Let me tell you what. Alright. Let's put this down and then get out of here. Oh man, I really want that ammo, but... maybe we can wait for that guy to come up here. Thank you, Sheva. Thank you for saying nice shot. I think if you respond when she says that sometimes, your character will just be like, oh, thanks! I appreciate it. Oh wow, that was actually a really easy holdout. You know what, let's just get on out of here. First I'll get whatever this is. Hand grenade. We gotta go, fams. Oh. And then there's just no one behind us. Thank you. Good.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if I'm okay, honestly. I think I just had several heart attacks.
Looks like Irving is trying to blow up the place and make his escape. You must stop him before it is too late. I'll try to find us a way out of here.
All right. We'll go after Irving.
Good. Okay. Now there's a dock up ahead. That is probably where he's going to make his break.
Copy that. And Josh!
Be careful. I have this thing where games I played as a kid, I can usually remember lines super well. But games I'll play more recently, even if I love them, like Witcher 3 for instance, I won't remember those lines for shit. I will not remember that to save my life. Oh, here's one to go back here. Guess that's a good thing I didn't stick around to try and figure out how to get back here then. I'm gonna be mean to Sheva and I'm just gonna steal this ammo. Because I think I'm gonna need to start using a machine gun myself. Okay. Head on over to the docks. Get on a boat. Something about going fast.
That's Irving's boat! Let's go!
Irving's boat. Irving is such a... Well, I know I commented on how weird he looks. But he's also such a weird character to me. Like, I feel like they don't really let you know almost anything about him up until, like, the last second of him being in the game, basically. What a great boat. What a nice boat. I want to go over to that boat and I want to chill on that boat. With my buddy Irving. It's one of those sections where it's so quiet to start off with and you're getting so much stuff that you just know. You just know whatever's about to happen is gonna hurt.
Thanks, partner.
Okay, maybe I should give Sheva something. Maybe Sheva should have a little bit of ammo.
Partner.
Fine, I'll be nice. For once. Mainly just for my own survival, but you know. Isn't that? Who could it be?
Timing! You two are just in time for the fireworks show! Boom!
Boom! Me too, dude. Man, it'd be a shame if we, like, shot him or something.
Shiva, do you read me? I secured a boat. I'm on the other side of the dock. Keep here on the double.
Can you imagine how bad it would be if we got one of these boats and it just didn't have the keys? That would be the worst. Okay, is there like a treasure in here? Oh, there's this, which... By the way, those things that I keep shooting, they like give you outfits and maybe other stuff. I know they give you the outfits. I don't know what else they do for you. Okay, let's get going. Nice. I love the guy screaming. Oh! I think I have determined at this point that after we're done with this area, I need a new handgun. This thing is just... It ain't it. Confirm the coordinates of... Oh, your boat. Dude, I can see you! I can see you right there, Josh! Well, yeah, of course they're not. They're meanies. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm just gonna run past you guys. I think there's treasures in here. There's a tiny bit of money. And nothing else. That wasn't me that did that, Sheva, but thanks for thanking me anyway. Okay, we better go. Sheva, come on! Fortunately, Josh is actually helping us right now. Yo, you guys got any treasure? Yeah, you know, I should probably stop that. Let's just go.
Come on.
Okay. Made it. Big Booma. There goes the cell building. Whatever that means. Oh, Trison. Cool guys looking at explosions together. What a great pastime. Truly a Resident Evil pastime. If I do say so myself. You know what? This game, I'm about to smack this game. What's with my clear... Okay. Actually, I guess the clear time makes sense. Because I did fight that one chainsaw guy for like a super long time. Okay, that's fair.